Well, the season has gotten off to a great start. We remain undefeated, but then again, this season's only 4 games old. Today, though, it is all about the Champions League as we get our group stage games underway. My name's FM20. It's time to get real. Just a short break, really. We played Levante and we beat them 2-0 thanks to goals by Maria and Augusto against Malaga. Malaga was game. It was actually, from a statistics point of view, it was not bad, actually. We had 22 shots, 12 on target. They had 16 and 11. We had a slight possession advantage and, of course, more fouls. But overall, our better players had better games. Pereira, in particular, had a very good game. Ended up with a player of the match, a goal, 2 key passes, an assist, 2 chances created. He is proving to be quite the addition to the squad this year. As it stands, we're currently in first place on 12 points. Robert Marie and Carlos Roberto lead us with 3 goals each. Augusto, the best rating. Pereira, 3 assists. 11 goals are first in the league. Our 4 goals are 7th best. Only 4 yellow cards. We're doing okay there. Why is this doing that? Yeah, they've tried lowering the numbers on the number of coaches and scouts I have, and it's one of those cases where, you know, I'm not really buying that if that was a thing. Today we are playing Marseille, and then we're going to play Athletic Club, and then come back for probably Porto and Villarreal as George is outside chasing squirrels. So I'm going to double check my best 11, set the reserves. We're going to come back with our Champions League group stage match against Marseille in just a bit. I do like this intro. It's nice. I mentioned this in previous episodes. I like when content creators take the time to do things like this. This is very cool to see. We, of course, are playing our 4-2-4. We got Bates in goal, Kerma, Uche, Barbosa, and Jan as the defensive back 4. Augusto and Oosterley as the midfielders. Pereira and Grasmov as the attack midfielders. Roberto and Maria are up top as the strikers. One of the things I'm liking so far, and if we, you know what, let me hand this over to my assistant and see what he does. He's kind of fallen off. I re-signed him this year because I didn't want to shake up the squad too much. One of the things I am quite happy with, and it's not going to show it here, of course, is Jan and Grasmov already have a good partnership together. They got the bright green line between them. So this should be a pretty good game. Marseille is a quality club. Of course, being in Ligue 1, they're up against PSG. One of the things I will say is this transfer window, we set the record for most money spent through all football by at least a couple €100 million. Oh, Augusto, a nice shot that just curls outside. Cabella sends it into the crowd, knocked away. Grasmov's going to run down that ball. Cuts through the middle. He's got help. Instead, he's going to keep going right. Now he crosses it in. Pereira's there, but he heads it over the crossbar. Marseille is playing really far back. Augusto sends it into the crowd, knocked away. Barbosa has it. Bounces it off a Marseille player. Uche has it. Pereira can't control it. Roberto, top of the box. Back to Pereira, who takes the shot and drills it. That was nice. Oh, an interesting pass from Maria. Roberto. Pereira gets around the defender, completely wrong foots the Marseille keeper. Kickoff, highlight. Slinikov. Back to Manzano. All the way back to Lucio. Murata. Bakayoko. Holds it up, centers it to Cabella. Or to João Carlos. Back to Cabella. Carlos again. Long pass. Aguirre got between the defenders. Takes the shot. Bates gets enough on it to push it wide left. Corner kick for Marseille. Knocked away. Beltman runs it down, though. In the box, bounces it off a high-end player, and the highlight ends. Kerma on the throw to Roberto. Gets by the one defender. In the box, baseline. Oh, he tried going around Lucero, but Lucero got in his way. I'm saying Lucero because I'm kind of thinking he's Italian. Let's take a look here real quick. French. Lucero. I don't know, we'll go with that. It is halftime, and thanks to a Stefan Pereira goal in the 30th minute, we are up 1-0. Augusto into the crowd, knocked away. Aguirre gets it from Marseille. Back to Slinikov. To Beltman. Back to Carlos. Kabay and Carlos are playing back and forth. Out to Bakayoko. Gantu. Back to Kabaya. Carlos to Aguirre in the center. Beltman. Oh, they're moving the ball really well, but Kermit steps in front of that pass. Maria can't handle it. Goes to Oosterley. Up to Roberto, who's by the defender. And right at Lucero, who stands tall. Corner kick. Augusto sends it in. Barbosa. And was somebody fouled? No, it's another corner kick. Barbosa. Back to Augusto. Oh, knocked away, but Roberto's going to run it down. Uche. Back to Roberto, who almost runs over the ref. Coming up on 60 minutes here. Pereira gets by Carlos in the box. Crosses. Back and forth. Roberto. No, he doesn't have it. Oh, he gets it back. Tita to Manzano. And that is my wife calling. Just a second. Barbosa gets the ball back to Gerasimov. Long cross. Pereira's there, but Lucero and I stop. Coming up on 60 minutes here, we are going to make a couple of changes. We're going to move Maria. We're going to move Roberto over and bring on Pisano. We're going to bring Veerman on for Oosterley. Corner kick in. Barbosa's there off the crossbar. Kerma gets the carom off the bad pass. Gets by Tita, centers it in. Bakayoko, however, steps in front of it. Aguirre steps in front of Veerman, but loses the ball to Pereira. Veerman all the way back to Bates. Gets the ball out to Kerma, and the highlight ends. That was a good chance by Barbosa. 10 minutes left. We've dominated Marseille from a statistical point of view, but it's just not. Segovia on the throw, and Schmidt knocked away. Augusto's going to run it down. Long pass towards Roberto in open space. He tries crossing in, but he bounces it off the Marseille player. Straken has it. Tries getting it to Aguirre, but Barbosa steps in front of him. Augusto out to Pereira. He holds it up, gets by the defender, takes the shot. Lucero blocks it and punches it above the goal. Oh, Kermit steals the ball from Tita. And he's dispossessed by Carlos, who gets it up to Aguirre, who's all alone on the right. Jan steps in front of him, and he penalized Aguirre from just outside the box. This is not good. Knocked away. Manzano, top of the box. Gets it to Murata. Murato. Back to Manzano. Back to Murata. And the highlight ends. Looks like we dodged a bullet there. And we win 1-0. 32 shots, 14 on target. We didn't have the possession advantage. And it took a hell of a goal by Pereira to give us the victory. Although, to be fair, Marseille sat all the way back. So, wasn't a lot we were going to do with that. I mean, we had our chances. We just could not make the most of them. So we got Athletic Club coming up next in 4 days. I'm going to save the game here. And when we come back, it will be against Athletic Club. And we're home against them. So back in a bit. We are playing Athletic Club Bilbao today. They are, frankly, not in the best form. They're currently 17th in La Liga. They've struggled the past couple of years, but they've still managed to stay up. Well, now they've dropped down to 18th. But slightly rotated side for us today. We're playing Bates in goal, Tasevski, Uche, Barbosa, and Jan as the defensive back four, Hrvanik and Usterli as the midfielders, Pereira and Kleber as the attack midfielders, and we got Pisano and Roberto up top as the strikers. The guys I am not playing today are out simply because they're tired. They've played a bunch of games. The Marseille game really kind of took it out of a few people. I could start them if this was later in the season and the game was a bit more critical, I would start them, but it isn't and it's not, so they're sitting on the bench. Kleber, back out to Jan. To Oosterly. To Jan again, and he loses the ball. Felipe to Lopez. Murata and Felipe are playing back and forth. Lopez has it, gets it to Martinez, back to Alonso. Martinez to Lopez. Oh, Barbero got behind the defender, takes the shot, hits the post, and goes outside. Bates came up and I think forced him to kick the ball a little bit wider than he was expecting. Jan to Hrvanik on the throw and gets it to Pereira. Takes the shot and he scores. Holy cow. He has been such a find for us. I mean, granted, he's 4.5 stars, but still. He's picked up where Verdonk was, if not done a little bit better. He's an inside forward, too. I don't know that I've mentioned that, but he's a right-footed inside forward who's doing a really, really good job for us. Santucho to Martinez on the throw-in. Challenged by Tasevski. Gets the ball to Lopez. Back to Ruiz to Santucho. Lopez. Challenged by Oosterly. Gives the ball away to Kleber. Pass up to Pisano, who gets by one defender, gets by the other, and a weak shot at Simone. Well, okay, a soft shot at Simone. I don't want to call it weak. The kid's young. I don't want to rattle him. Jan to Hrvanik on the throw-in. Long cross, but it goes off to Murata. Ball ends up getting bounced back and forth, ends up at Usuli's feet. Long pass across the field to Tasevski to Uche. Hrvanik to Usuli. Pereira all alone on the left. Crosses it in. Roberto's there, and he scores. That was well done. Nice long pass by Oosterly to Pereira. Roberto, the nice header. Oh, Kleber, another highlight off already. Oh, Pereira stepped in front of, or Santucho stepped in front of Pereira. Martinez has it. Gets it to Barbero, got by his defender, and Bates with a very nice save. Corner kick, Ruiz sends it in. Barbosa knocks it away. Pisano's going to run it down. Oh, he's dispossessed by Santucho. That's youth right there. Alonso to Lopez. Out to Murata. To Felipe. Lopez. Barbosa steps in front of it. Uche gets it back to Bates. Out to Tasevski. Long pass. Pereira. Oh, Santucho stopped it. Pereira got it. He feeds Pisano, who holds it up. Pereira's there, and he puts it far post. I don't know that that was an intentional play. Let's see what happened in the 3D here. Pereira fed Pisano, who he was dispossessed by Alonso, and the ball went right to Pereira, who put it past the keeper. We have construction going on. That is what's going on behind the goals. I couldn't figure out what that was. Hrvanik bombs the ball forward to Roberto off the misplayed Athletic corner kick. He takes a shot, but it's wide left. Got my wife texting me here. Roberto, and he scores. Sorry, my wife was texting me. I had to respond. I forgot to pause the game. Let's see what happened in the 3D, because it'll be the first time I'm seeing it. Barbosa Heads up forward, lands at Jan's foot. He just absolutely bombs it up the field. Roberto, a nice first touch, and just puts it past the Athletic keeper. Wow, we're 4-0 up in the first half. 16 shots, 10 on target. They've had 5 and 4. We've just been that much better in front of the goal. They're playing this 4-4-2, but their left back is playing really inside. Bates gets it out to Pereira. Over to Roberto. And Simone, a nice stop. We're going to try and focus play down the right, see if we can't take advantage of this. About 60 minutes in, we're going to make a couple of changes. We're going to get Pereira off and bring on Thunison. We're going to bring Kleber off and bring on Gerasimov. Uche to Oosterley. To Jan. Back to Oosterley. Bounces back and forth. Barbosa gets it to Oosterley off the long misplayed pass. Oh, Santuccio does well. The ball went right to Santuccio. He got it to Martinez, who gets it to Felipe, who was between the defenders. Wow, that was a nice defensive play. Who was that? The number 14 by Barbosa. Got in front of the Bilbao player. Ten minutes left. We gonna get Uche off and bring on Macchiati. It's not his natural position, but frankly, we're 4-0 up. Murata to Lopez. Velez, Serrano to Lopez, the other Lopez. There's a J. Lopez and another Lopez. Oh, it gets by Tisevsky. Back and forth. Oosterley finally. Oh, Martinez was offside. Jan at the midfield. Long pass, Roberto in the box. Alonso knocks it away. Ball goes right back to Jan, though. He gets it to Gerasimov. Centers it to Oosterley. Over to Hrvanik. Thunison. And wow, that was a goal. That was a very soft goal. But it definitely counts. No, it doesn't. He was offsides. Nuts. Lopez to Murata. To Lopez. Gives the ball away. Macchiati gets it to Bates, who sends it up the field towards Roberto. Nice first touch. And that was... Was that a shot? What was that? That was something. Roberto. And he's dispossessed. Serrano with the ball, and he just kicks it out of bounds. Coming up on the end of the game here. Stretch. Oosterley. To Hrvanik. Ball goes by, and Martinez just bombs it forward. I'm saying bombs it forward a lot. Good grief. Barbosa to Thunison. Knocked away. Hrvanik runs it down. Gets it to Tisevsky. Centers it to Oosterley. To Hrvanik. Thunison. Out to Tisevsky. Tries crossing in, but he bounces it off an Atletico player. A Bilbao player, and it goes out. This should be game here fairly soon. Jan. Top the box. Tries getting to Roberto, but doesn't work out. But a brace of goals by Pereira, a brace of goals by Roberto, and we win 4-0 quite comfortably. Now, the additional problem is we have a game against Deportivo in literally 3 days. And Deportivo is currently .13th. But wow, Pereira has been a really solid signing so far. I thought as long as he was a capable replacement for Verdonk, I would be happy with that. And he has turned out to be quite, at least this early in the season, he has turned out to be quite the player. That was money well spent. So, fix the training there. Looking ahead at the schedule. We'll play Porto next. We'll skip the first Red Bull Salzburg game. We'll come back for the second. And then by that time, we should know where we stand in the group. It's too early to really say or do anything. No surprises yet. I think I honestly think it's a three-way race. Porto's a tough squad. They just, I don't know. It depends on which Porto team shows up. So, but a couple of nice wins today. I thought we should have gotten more out of that Marseille game. As many shots as that we had, but the team played really well. Pereira's got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 goals already. That's great. So. And that's what we're going to do. We'll come back for Porto and Villarreal, who are a tough squad still. They finished... Where did they finish last season? Can we take a look at that? Yeah, they finished 5th. They're in the Europa League. So they're a tough squad. We got our work cut out for us. So, I'm not going to try and take any team too lightly this season, but in some cases, like when you're playing a Deportivo or an athletic club, you can kind of fall into that trap. That said, if you did like what you've seen and heard, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more content, questions, criticisms, comments. Leave those down below. I'll answer those as fast as I can. My name's FM20. I thank you